Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. My name is Amir Asyrafi. I'm from Universitas Sumatera Utara. Today, I would like to discuss my research paper in the scope of passive design strategy of vertical housing for optimizing energy efficiency. First is the introduction. The urban growth and urban sprawl is becoming a serious problem for cities, especially in Indonesia. Densification through vertical housing can be the solution. In tropical countries like Indonesia, maintaining the optimal thermal comfort is one of the most important aspects in buildings. Energy consumption for air conditioning is by far the biggest, with 45% to 70% in electricity costs. Energy saving is essential, but it must not sacrifice the comfort of the occupants. Passive design can be the cost-effective solution for both increased energy efficiency and reducing the electricity costs. Passive design involves the utilization of natural forces, such as natural ventilation and daylighting, without any mechanical input of energy, and is a subset of environmentally sustainable design, or ESD, which offers solution for more environmentally friendly buildings. For this research, I'll be using the principle from Siriju, the analyzing or designing low energy building, which consists of site layout and orientation, the building shape, the building envelope and insulation, the facades, the glazing, the daylighting and shading, and lastly, the natural ventilation. The researcher wants to explore effective passive design strategy from traditional strategy and modern strategy by using precedent study. The result and discussion. First, I will like to discuss the traditional strategy. Many passive design strategies are found in traditional architecture in Indonesia. The shape expression against the climate consists of handling, protecting, obstructing, continuing, deflecting, and strengthening. Traditional houses typically consist of three main elements: the roof, including its covering, frame, and decoration; the walls, comprising solid section and opening like doors and windows; and the foundation, including the floor, column, posts, and foundation. Next is the modern strategy. After the independence, Indonesia finds itself within frenzy of modernist ideas that also include architecture. Many first-generation of architects, such as Frederick Silaban, pioneered the idea of tropical modernist style that is suitable to the local climate. In the early 90s, the idea of tropical architecture became more advanced with lots of variation and new idea for passive design. Architects such as Ken Yang, Richard Hassel, and Wong Mun Sum from architecture firm Woha are two of the architects that focus on the tropical and green building in Southeast Asia. The use of shading device varied from roof, panel, and egg grid. One of the most predominant example is the roof house in Kuala Lumpur, designed by Ken Yang. He implemented vertical roof panel on top of the main roof. The roofs are angled according to sun angle. It varies from morning, where sun angle is the lowest, to afternoon, where sun angle is the steepest. The other great example is the monsoon window used in Woha's One Mulman Rise in Singapore. It's an apartment building. The solution involved utilizing the thickness of the facade for climate control, drawing inspiration from Dayak longhouses in Borneo, which features special horizontal openings beneath the projecting ledges to allow cool wind in while keeping the rain out. Woha developed a contemporary version. They designed projecting bay windows that met the developer needs for additional non-tax space, but incorporating sliding ledges. These ledges could be opened during cool weather to allow breezes in while still keeping the rain out, offering residents greater comfort and flexibility. And lastly, the green facade serves to provide shading, which can lower the surface temperature of the wall. From this discussion and results, we can conclude that traditional strategies are still relevant and become an inspiration for some modern passive design strategy. Passive design can be implemented effectively in a vertical housing. Passive design can be varied by its local climate condition and by the local sample. And lastly, a good passive design strategy can help the building energy efficiency. These are my references. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.